Alrighty, we are back again. It's been a while since I did a video, and I've been working on this what I call the Ikea Rudsta Mega Mod Cab. I know I've talked about increasing the height of this thing by stacking one on top of the other, and that's just what we're doing today. Going to have to do this in two parts. I kind of started filming it and realized it's going to be a really long video if I just do it in one, so I'm going to split this down into two videos. But we got most of it going pretty good. We're a good way through the project. We're coming to the end of it. I got some things drying and paint, and we're going to put this all together. I am going to be putting a piece of trim right here. Matter of fact, let me go grab it. Yeah, I may have to cut that down. Yeah, we might have to cut that down. Yeah. That or find a... either take that back and get another piece. Yeah, we might have to get another piece. See, you just never know until you... I thought I had the measurement right. Oh, okay, we need straight up 2 inches. 2 inches. So we need 2 inches. I have 2.5. No big deal. We can handle that. So I'll take these pieces back, and who knows, I might even keep them. It's always a project, you know what I mean? So I make for a couple bucks. That didn't cost me much. But I need a 2 inch. We need 2 inches here. Yeah, I don't know where the heck I came up with 2 3/8, but no, it's 2 inches. And we're gonna put a piece of trim. Obviously, it ain't gonna be this one. We're gonna put a piece of trim across there. Neaten that up so you don't see this, you know. Be a nice piece of wood trim there, look real nice. Yeah, I also want to make a point that if you watch my video, I made a mistake in stating that this piece of wood here was a 1/4 inch. It's actually half. So wherever you hear me saying 1/4 inch, disregard it. That's a piece of 1/2 inch. That's a piece of 1/2 inch wood. Alright, we are at step 1 of the mega modified Rudsta cabinet. And basically what I got, we have the frame. And then I have this wood that's left over. This is like a cabinet grade 1/4 inch wood that I had left over from another project, and I have a couple pieces of that. I'm going to utilize that, so that's going to save me a lot of money in this project, that I don't have to go out and buy wood. And I'm going to use this for a couple reasons. The reason, I don't want to disturb these welds. So I'm going to add, and I believe there's going to be a screw that comes here, so that's going to be involved. In other words, this couldn't sit flush on the top of the other cabinet because of the screw head. So, you know, by having a piece of wood here, that'll keep things flat. It'll keep me from disturbing this weld, and also this screw here that we're going to need that screw to get this crossbar in there. So this is a 1/4 inch here. We're going to measure down a 1/4 inch from the bottom edge of this bar here, measure a 1/4 inch, and we're going to cut these legs. Okay, and then we're going to screw a piece of this 1/4 inch cabinet grade plywood to the bottom of this. And so what we're going to do, go ahead and measure down a 1/4 inch. Go ahead and do that now. And say a 1/4 inch. Is this 1/4 or 1/2? Sorry. Let me double check before I ain't lying to you. I apologize. This is a 1/2 inch. Remember, folks, measure twice, cut once. Always measure twice, cut once. Okay? Because mistakes get made all the time. Alright, we're back. Now, I went ahead and made marks here. I basically measured off this little piece of metal sticking out. Holy cow, this is going to be a rough video. Anyway, I used a Sharpie marker. Not real crazy about Sharpie because they make a thick line. I prefer a more thinner line, more accurate. Anyway, we're going to cut these things with a portaband saw. You can use a hacksaw. We're portabanding it. So here we go. Woo, can't cut it that way because the thing gets in the way. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. We're going to go like this. Nice straight cut. There you have it. Cut. Very nice. Yeah. Sorry, there you have it. We have cut pieces. Bam! Step one achieved. Alright, here we go. Now, we are back with the project. This is my scrap piece of material that I had saved from another project I had done. I had already gone upstairs, made a measurement from left to right on the Rudsta cabinet, and determined that 31.5 is going to be the length. I've already measured this earlier. This is just about a perfect fit. Although neither one of these are a factory edge, so I don't feel confident to measure off this. So we're going to go, you know, with a T-square. I don't feel confident that I would get an accurate measurement this way, so we're going to have to do it this way because I know this side down there is a factory edge. So we're going to go 31.5. Mark here, 31.5. Thirty-one and a half. Remember that rule, measure twice, cut once. Alright, we got our measurement, we're outside. Doing it outside, I don't want a bunch of dust in my garage, even though it's dirty anyway. I don't want it any dirtier. There we go, we'll make this cut. Alright, we got our piece. See? Hold it up in the corner. Match it up. Make my marks. Do all four sides, then we'll cut it. Alright, got a tabletop reciprocating saw. We're going to go ahead and cut those little squares out. First one done, we'll do the other three. All right, got all four corners cut out. And what we're gonna do next, we're gonna put that framework together, do a dry fit, and see what kind of modifications we still may need to do to this to get a more perfect fit. Alright, we're going to cut the bottoms for that lower cabinet. My measurement is 5 3/4. Measure 5 3/4 to this break to the blade. We'll go ahead and cut it. Alright, we're going to make some 45 cuts here. Going to do it on this table saw. My miter saw is not this wood's too wide to do it on my miter saw, so we're going to do it on the table saw to make these 45 cuts. Alright, this is going to be the face. So from the bottom edge, not the tip, from this cut here to here is 31 5/8. So I'm going to set this saw like this. I want it to go this, so let's say this. So I'm going to put our gate up. And what I want is the edge of that blade Alright, now that I got my gate set, so from that 31 I want that to be the inside, so cut's gonna be like that. Here we go, we'll do it. Okay, we're back at it again. Got the top here. I did hook a pencil. Drew all the way around this. And then I got some 5/8 inch square stock. This thing was about 2 foot long. I'm going to show you what I did. Now I drew lines all the way around. You can see these lines. And then I glued on 5 3/4 inches for these. Now I did that so that this thing will take more weight. If you look at the bottom, let's look at the bottom. You notice you have a center rib here, so you don't want it to touch that part of the rib. So that's why I say 5 3/4 inches. It gives you a little cheat space. Put those in there. Alright. So, what that's going to do is going to spread that weight across. Allow you to put a much heavier object there if you choose. You know, most of the stuff, most people that are going to use this probably going to be mainly having anime plastic figures. But if you were someone who had some cold cast porcelain stuff and maybe had a fairly large piece, you know, then that'd be great to put it here. and do that. And I also countersunk, dug holes in here like that, because you're going to have these ends of the tips of these screw heads. So then what that allows is this can sit right in there like that. And now you're going to have a smooth bottom, and then that top's going to come in here, or your bottom, sorry, because this will flip. Then your bottom will be here, and then the weight will spread across here very well. What I'm going to do is drill some holes, and I got some 3/4 by number 8 screws, and I'm going to screw this thing down. But before I do that, I got to put the metal bottom on first, and we'll do that. And you can look at my original video on how to build this Rudsta cabinet. And but I'm going to take it up to that point. We'll turn the camera back on, and we'll show you how I've screwed everything together. Okay. Okay, here's what we've done so far. I went ahead and put the what would be the metal bottom. Made sure I put those little tabs that's going to stop your doors. I also went ahead and stuck the bottom back panel on, and the reason I did that is because nothing really holds this in other than pressure from the sides, the back, and only the 2 screws going from. So that I'm not fighting this thing flopping on me, I went ahead and put that on there. Alright, so we got that. It's good to go. Alright, we're going to take our bottom, and I have it marked which way I want it to spin. I'm going to go in there just like that. Alright. And these things, I've checked these, make sure these things ain't protruding past the wood where I've cut those legs. Right here. Make sure they're not higher than the wood. And if they're a little slightly less than the height of the wood, that's actually good, because we're going to screw this down to this framework, and then we'll drill holes in the top of this cabinet and send screws into this wood. And so in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and drill a few holes, set some screws, and we'll be right back. Alright, now what we've done, I've gone and gotten some screws. Come on over here so you can see it. Now these are metal. These 6 or 8s. I believe it's 8. 8 by 3/4. You want to make sure you get the metal ones. I've got a 3/32 bit. I drilled a bunch of holes and I countersunk them. And I got my screw gun. You see what type of screw I got. It's not a self cutter. They don't make a self cutter that I sell that has this countersink on it. So you have to go the hard route, and then you're just going to run that in there. You got to over torque it. That's good. And that's it. This thing is locked down, and this is pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and brush that off, and that's what we got. So now this becomes the bottom. We'll take a look. Let me take a look at it. Let me grab the camera and just let you see what's up. Alright, here we go. We got it down on the floor, and take a look at this real quick. As you can see, it's sitting down completely. It ain't got no legs now, so if you wanted to kind of leave it as like a detolf, maybe your ceiling height wouldn't allow you to keep the legs on this. Maybe you have to do this because of your ceiling height by the time you stack the two. But this height, the top of this cabinet now is about 42 1/8, 42 1/4. So it'd be like 84 1/2 tall, so you'd have to measure your ceiling. Me, I prefer my things up off the ground a little bit, but you know, some people may like it slammed down to the ground like that. That's That's totally whatever you want. But if that be the case, you would just repeat this twice. If you're going to stack it and leave it slammed to the floor. I got spacers here I want to use for this one. Boards there. I'm going to tie those legs in and kind of give it a finished look. Let me see if I have some boards to kind of show what I'm talking about. Alright, this is one of the boards. Yeah, it's kind of a little wet still, but that'll go down there like that on 4 sides. I painted it gray because I have another cabinet that has this kind of gray look to it, and so it'll match it. So that's what we're doing. We got that. Alright, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and throw this up there and give you a little kind of look at what where I'm going with this. Let's go ahead and throw this thing up. And there you go, my friends, the Mega Mod Cab. Oh man! Alright, check it out. Look at that. Yes sir, check that out. Once I get her all done, that'll be one big mega cab. But there you have it. There you have it, folks. Part 1 of the Rudsta Mega Mod Cab. Stay tuned for part 2.